cafe.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
FF episode 2078, I think. Because this show's called
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Welcome to the show, the greatest show that ever was. It's called Mike's Daily Podcast. It's really good. It's been around. It seems to last. It seems to be cool. And you seem to be schmool and happy that the holiday weekend is upon us here. And the show's called
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Did I mention that part yet? No. Okay, and we're gonna record a little part here because
Mike's
my lovely lady friend
Daily
she's taking out the trash
Podcast
at Cafe Anyway.
Yeah.
Located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, the last place on earth. Yes, that's a place you went to. McLeod. Wait, you can't. There's no microphone on your face mouth, so no one can hear you. So you must get to that one over there.
Okay.
Get thee to a microphone. Not a nunnery, but a microphone. Here. Yes, we're doing this on the fly. The best way to do it. Because we're fly. All right. And I'm recording me real quick here for the YouTube. All right. Good job. Look at you. You figured out. Because most people that grab the mic and they're like, I don't know, where do I talk into? And you've got it down. Good job.
Well, you're a good teacher.
Oh, thank you. And you've taught me things. How was your trip to the Shasta area?
Oh, it was amazing. The weather was perfect. I really lucked out. There weren't that many people because it wasn't the holiday weekend yet. So even though there were some crowds at a lot of the places I hiked at, it was pretty much, I had the place all to myself. It felt...
I bet it's going to be crowded now, huh?
Oh, yeah. This weekend, it was already... I left Wednesday,
And here's
when it was already getting
podcast
crowded.
picture.
Wait, I'm sorry. A-Frame talked all over you. What did you just say?
I left Wednesday, and I could tell there were already more people starting to arrive. Yep.
But you met a really nice Indian couple. Can we mention?
Oh, they were
Should we
so
plug their
sweet.
restaurant? Because they gave us so much freaking food.
Oh my gosh, I think the name is
I'll do it.
Shri Ram Restaurant.
Shri Ram.
Shri Ram
I think you're right, because you took a
in
picture
Mount
of it.
Shasta. They are amazing. I need to write a Google review for them.
Oh, Basil didn't go with you.
Not this time, no. But he had some food, some leftovers that I brought back.
He did, and you had Basil's like, yes, I had some of that. And oh, the gas that Basil had.
Oh, that was pretty bad last night.
Oh, wow. We were.
I literally had to leave the room. Like, I couldn't sleep in the bedroom.
You're on your own, Mike. I don't know how. I don't think I breathed. How did I do that?
I don't know, love.
I breathed through my ears, and that's... Wow, it was pretty bad. Okay, so they're a really nice couple. They gave you a dress.
Yes. The wife was giving me so many gifts. I mean, she was so... both of them, they were so generous and kind and friendly, and they were just happy. And it's, that stuff, it's not faked. You could tell that they were genuinely happy to be so giving.
Shri Ram Indian Cuisine.
Yes, that's the name. In Mount Shasta.
Okay.
If any of your listeners are up there, it's worth checking out. The food is amazing, and the owners, Pradeep and Radha, are just incredible.
And the lady is also a yoga instructor.
Well, she was actually a doctor in India.
A doctor in India, and now she cooks.
She is a doctor of food. I mean, she's amazing.
It was so sad to be so far away from you.
Oh, lovey.
And now you're here.
I kept calling you.
You did.
I kept calling you and texting you from different places.
And you took all these wonderful pictures. In fact, one of the podcast pictures will do, I think, from up on the hill somewhere, up on the mountain, not the hill.
Oh.
It's a mountain. I think, yeah, you can't really see where you're. Can you see?
I see a little bit.
One of these. What's this one here? You look like you're overlooking with these park benches.
Oh yeah, so that's where so for folks who have never been to Mount Shasta, there's a road, a highway that takes you to about, I don't know, maybe about 7,000 something elevation, feet elevation, feet. Sorry.
Feet. Footsies.
Foots elevation. And you just have this incredible 360 view of the whole Shasta area, valley area.
Oh. And it must just be like you're on top of the world.
It feels that way. And there was no one there. I was the only one there.
Wow.
It was incredible. So quiet.
Okay, we'll post
Eerily quiet.
I think I'll post this picture with love that's on the.
I see it. Yeah.
Did you put that?
No,
there?
it was there.
It was already there?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That was an amazing trip that I did not go on with you to, but it was like I was there through our texting and emailing and photos back and forth.
My love. Did you want to come with me?
I wanted to be there so bad. I wanted to be up there and breathe that fresh air and get, a little bit drunk with the being so high up in the sky with the mountain.
Yes.
And just, I can't breathe. I'm getting, woo. Yeah. I can get a headache from that.
Yes.
That's not good. And then, you know.
Altitude sickness.
Although I get a headache from I drank a beer the other day and got just a wacko headache. So I'm a lightweight, basically.
Well, that's not
I should just stick to podcasting. By the way, the shirt I'm wearing here, this guy who owns this band, who writes for it, he lives up in Mount Shasta. So shout out to Shasta. Woo! Okay. That's going to get uploaded to YouTube. That I just did a little video.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. I did the Spring Hill Trail, which is in the Mount Shasta footlands area. I did the McLeod River Falls.
Oh yeah, I posted a podcast picture of that.
Well, that's in McLeod, which is not far from Shasta. And there's a couple of trails that leave from Bunny Flat at Shasta that take you, I would say maybe a couple of miles up the mountain, pretty high up. And you go through different terrain, and it's just incredible. The views are absolutely breathtaking and awesome in the full sense of the word.
So do you get it because it is so awe-inspiring? When you go up there, is that why you go there? Is because it's awe-inspiring and it's a high like no other high because you're really high up?
Oh, it's always been a place for me of grounding, because when you go, I don't know, that's just my particular connection with the mountain, with that whole place. It's an attitude. I don't know. That's the closest that I can describe it. It's an attitude or a state of mind, just to be on this huge rock way up, and it just reminds me of the importance of getting perspective and being still and being quiet and being grounded before getting carried away with life, which is easy to do.
Wow.
So that's why I go up there, in a nutshell.
I'm so glad I listened to this podcast today. So people have to find that place in the world.
People have their own Shastas.
Find your Shasta.
Find your Shasta.
Your inner Shasta.
What's your Shasta?
Gosh. Well, I don't know. There's been a lot of very awe-inspiring places that I've been to. Thinking about it, I tend to, as soon as you ask that, I said the beach. You know, like watching the waves crash and you look out into the horizon. Actually, watching a sunset does that for me. It's pretty awe-inspiring. And I enjoy that. And then occasionally you'll see a pelican fly by. Which, by the way, there's an African pelican that eats the largest rat in the world. We found out watching Psych last night. Yes, that TV show with Dule Hill and
James Rode.
James Rode and Corbin Bernsen. Very funny. We've been hooked on it. You're awe-inspiring, love.
Aw, thank you, love.
Aw, there's a lot of awe on this show. We're outside a cafe anyway, where we bring you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley today.
You're awe-inspiring. I love that you've been doing this podcast for the last 5-10 years. What?
Next year will be 10.
10 years. Jesus, I don't think I've done anything for 10 years. No, that's not true.
I've been podcasting for over 10 years. A little bit over 10 years. Because that Podomatic account that I still use, michaelmatthews.podomatic.com, that is from over 10 years ago that I started that. So it's because...
Dang boyfriend.
Hey, boyfriend?
Yeah. I said, dang boyfriend.
Oh, dang boyfriend. Oh.
You've been doing it for a long time. That's what I find incredibly inspiring about you.
Because I'm your boyfriend?
You're my gentleman friend.
Because I'm not a boy?
Yeah. I always feel so weird saying boyfriend. Because I feel like I'm 13.
Hey, do you know who might be listening to this podcast now? Because she's listened to a couple of my podcasts.
Who?
Amrita.
Hi, Amrita.
And she's Indian.
Yes.
So we have like a little Indian theme thing happening on the show.
Yes.
I bet parts of India must be awe-inspiring too.
It seems like an amazing country, yeah. With lots of different, like here in the U.S., lots of different ecologies. And
do you know what I just now thought of? Something that was awe-inspiring was going to the top of Shasta with you in February. I enjoyed that. And then also that the waterfall, the Fairy Falls.
Oh, yeah.
And we were there like all by ourselves, and that was just amazing.
Yes.
I enjoyed that. So find your falls, folks. Find your bliss. I hated to say it, but I said it.
Gotta say it. Actually, it needs to be said. There's no shame in it. Find your bliss. We'd be a lot happier.
I'm lip smacking today. I apologize for lip smacking.
You know, the locals
they lip smack
in
a lot?
Shasta were telling me about the lore of Fairy Falls.
Real? I had no idea there was a Fairy Falls lore, which I've posted a podcast picture of that before.
So apparently it's a Lemurian spot.
Lemurians are the aliens that live underneath Mount Shasta, that live inside of it. And they're like, it sounds very white supremacist the way you've described it. They're white people with white cloaks. It sounds like it was invented by white supremacists, this whole Lemurian thing. And that's odd for Shasta because it's a bunch of hippies, right?
Yeah.
Hippies. It's crazy hippies.
Well, apparently Lemurians are there, but also the reason why it gets its name Fairy Falls is because they believe that there are actual fairies there.
Oh.
Like actual magical beings
living
that fly
inside.
around. Yeah,
Oh.
This is their home. Fairies.
Interesting. Well,
Did you see any fairies, love, when we were there?
you're like a little winged angel spreading your pixie dust. You're like a little wood nymph. What? What did I say? Hey, look who's outside a cafe anyway. Hello, Michael Matthew. It's Madame Rootabega. Hello, lovely lady friend. How are you?
I'm good, Madame Rootabega. How are you? you?
I am fine. You know, I used to be a hippie. Oh,
Really?
Jerry Garcia and I, we partied.
What? You followed the dead?
I used to date him. I followed the dead.
You dated Jerry Garcia?
Yes.
Nice. Ooh, you guys must have had some high times.
Lots of tie-dye. Oh,
Did he write any songs about you?
yes.
Which ones?
Yes.
Yes?
No. Wow, that was... I wonder what songs he wrote, but she won't tell us apparently.
Yeah. A lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Yeah. We can drink the wine. We can drink the wine. Dun, dun, dun.
Madame Rootabega, is that true?
What? What are you asking her?
That song?
She's gone.
Oh, where'd she go?
She vanished.
I didn't even see her leave. Maybe she's a fairy.
She's a fairy. The wee little fairy. Look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, the only Grateful Dead song I know is that one day. And with I'll be alright.
Oh, Touch of Grey.
Yeah, I like that one day.
Yeah, Touch of Grey. Do you know that? And of course, trucking down to New Orleans, and then high on cocaine. I think it's called cocaine. Don't do cocaine, kids. Cocaine. It's so funny they used to put cocaine in Coke. That's the name Coke. Back before we were born and before our ancestors were all born in Georgia somewhere. I don't know that you can verify that on History Channel. All that historical fact. And one other fact, Turo sucks. Turo, I told the story. Turo. I told the story on the last podcast of what you got into that issue with Turo.
It was terrible.
So
I
go
mean,
back and
hey, look, it beats going to a rental agency. You can just kind of go, rent directly from the owner. That's all good. But if you happen to be in an area that is outside of cell service, you're ucked. You can't. You better have.
That's an Eskimo word, isn't it? Oh wait, you can't say Eskimo anymore. Inuit. Who was Nanu then? Was he an Inuit? Nanu of the North.
I don't know.
Nanu the Inuit. Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, so just keep that in mind if you're going to use that. Okay.
Because you will be stranded.
Hey, Hugh Downs passed away.
No.
From 2020. I didn't even know he was still alive, but he was 99.
Dang.
He was so great on 2020. And then, I don't know, 2020 is just a mockery. It's just a mockery of journalistic integrity. That's my little hoity-toity thing for today's show. Lovely lady friend, thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Next show, it'll be the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the engineer. You can let us know what you think about any of the topics that we covered on today's show by calling this number, 336-MM-DAILY. That's 3 plus 3 equals 8. Wait a minute. 3 plus 3 equals 6. MM as in Mike Matthews, daily as in what this daily as in what this podcast has been for quite a long time. Thank you for listening, and happy 4th of July. Oh, we hear Basil barking. Okay, we better end it.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!